Good morning, students. Welcome back. In the previous video, we were discussing about the chapter number 10, motion and measurement of distances, and we were discussing about the story of transport, measurement of distances, and the various parameter to measure distance. Now, today, we are going to discuss about the motion and the different kinds of motions. So, let us start. When the position of a body with respect to its surrounding changes with time, the body is said to be in motion. When any body changes its position time to time, so it means the body is said to be in motion because its position is changes. That is why it is called as the body in motion. And what is rest? When the position of a body with respect to its surrounding doesn't change with time, and when the position of a body doesn't change with respect to time, so it means the body is in rest. So there are different kinds of motions. First is translatory motion, the motion in which all the particles of a body move through the same distance in the same time is called a motion of a translation. So the translatory motion is that motion in which all the particles of a body move through the same distance in the same time. For example, the coaches of a train, all the coaches move with the same distance and in the same time. So this is the example of a translatory motion. Now uh, the translatory motion or the motion of translation are of two types. Number one is rectilinear motion. So what is rectilinear motion? When a body moves along a straight line, the motion described by the body is called rectilinear motion. When a body moves along a straight line, so the motion described by the body is known as rectilinear motion. For example, the moving train along the track, all the coaches moves along in a straight line, so the motion is known as rectilinear motion. Next type of motion is next example is a car moving on a straight road. A car moving on a straight road is also an example of a rectilinear motion because it is a motion in a straight line. Next is curvilinear motion. When a body moves along a curved line, the motion described by the body is called curvilinear motion. When the body moves along a curved line, suppose the motion of a snake, the snake also moves in a curved line. So the motion of a snake is an example of a curvilinear motion. And the car moving along a curved road, so a car moving along a curved road is also an example of a curvilinear motion. Now the next is circular motion. It is also known as rotatory motion. A motion in which a body moves about a fixed axis without changing its position is called a rotatory or circular motion. A motion in which a body moves about a fixed axis. The axis is fixed and without changing its position, the body moves. For example, a fan moves in a circular motion. A spinning wheel, it is also moving in a circular motion. The earth revolving around the sun, and it is also in circular motion or rotatory motion. So these are the examples of circular motion. Next type of motion is oscillatory motion. Some object move as a whole to and fro, back and forth along the same path without any change in shape. Oscillatory motion is that motion in which some object moves as a whole. It may be to and fro, back and forth, and along the same path without any change in shape. So, the motion of such objects is known as oscillatory motion. For example, the pendulum of a clock. I think all of you have seen that the pendulum of a clock move in to and fro motion. Boy on a swing, boy on a swing is also moves in a oscillatory motion. Heartbeat of a healthy person, needle of a swing machine. These all are the examples of a oscillatory motion. Now, the next type of motion is vibratory motion. It is a kind of oscillatory motion. It is also a type of a oscillatory motion in which the moving object undergoes change in shape on or size. In oscillatory motion, there is no change in shape, but in a vibratory motion, there is change in shape or size. For example, the stretching of a rubber band, the music instruments, etc. Now, the next is periodic motion, the motion which repeats at a regular interval of time. The motion which repeats time to time, that is known as a periodic motion. For example, the heartbeat, the pendulum of a clock, etc. Because the pendulum of a clock, the motion of a pendulum of a clock repeats time to time, so it is a periodic motion. Non-periodic motion, objects does not repeat motion at regular interval of time. Non-periodic motion is that motion in which the object doesn't repeat motion at regular interval of time. For example, the earthquake, volcanic eruption, landslide, storm, because they may occur at any time, but they are non-periodic, but because their time interval is not known. So all these are natural disaster and natural calamities are the examples of the non-periodic motion. Now let us do some exercises. First question is, while measuring the length of a knitting needle, the reading of the scale at one end is 5.0 centimeter and at the other end is 33.1 centimeter. So what is the length of the needle? So to solve these questions, there is a formula that the length of the needle is equals to final reading minus initial reading. So here the final reading is 33.1 centimeter. This is 3.0 centimeter and the initial reading is 3.0 centimeter. So what is the length of the needle? Final reading minus initial reading. So the length of the needle is equals to final reading, that is 33.1 centimeter, minus initial reading, that is 3.0 centimeter. To solve this, the answer comes out 30.1 centimeter. So this is the answer. The length of the needle is 30.1 centimeter. Next question is, correct the following. First is, 1 meter is equals to 1000 centimeter. Is it correct? No, because 1 meter is always equals to 100 centimeter. So the correct answer is 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. Now next is 1 minute is equals to 42 seconds. Is it correct? No, because 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds always. 1 kg is equals to 500 gram. No, half kg is equals to 500 gram and 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. 1 centimeter is equals to 1 millimeter. This is also incorrect because 1 centimeter is always equals to 10 millimeter. 1 kilometer equals to 100 meter. No, 1 kilometer is always equals to 1000 meter. The next question, the SI units of, we have to write the SI unit of length, mass and time. So the SI unit of length is meter. There are so many units to measure length also, like centimeter, millimeter, decimeter, decameter, hectometer, but the SI unit is meter. Next is mass. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. There are so many other units also, like gram, milligram, but the SI unit is kilogram. The SI unit of time is second. The other units to measure time is hour and minutes also, but the SI unit is second. All these units are internationally acceptable, that is why they are known as SI units or standard units. Now next question is, give an example of periodic motion. So there are so many examples, that child on a swing, heartbeat of a healthy person, or the pendulum of a clock, because all these motions repeat at a regular interval of time, so all these are known as all these are examples of the periodic motion. Now the next question is, march past of soldiers in a parade is an example of. So in march past, all the soldiers move in a straight line and with the same distance also. So march past of soldiers in a parade is an example of rectilinear motion. Next is, the hands of a clock moves in a, so all of you have seen that the hands of the clock moves in a circular motion. So the answer is circular motion. So today we have discussed about the motion and different kinds of motion. First is translatory motion. It is of two kinds. Number one is rectilinear motion that is also known as motion in a straight line. Next is curvilinear motion. When a body moves along a curved line, the motion is known as curvilinear motion. Next type of motion is circular motion, and it is also known as rotatory motion. So when a body moves about a fixed axis without changing its position, for example the earth revolving around the sun, so that is known as a circular motion or rotatory motion. Next type of motion is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion is when some objects move as a whole to and fro or back and forth along the same path, so that is known as oscillatory motion. For example, the boy on a swing, the needle of a swing machine, the heartbeat of a healthy person. All these are examples of oscillatory motion. Next type of motion is vibratory motion. It is a kind of oscillatory motion in which the moving body undergoes change in shape or size. When we stretch a rubber band, so its size changes and shape also changes, so that is an example of a vibratory motion. Next type of motion is periodic motion, the motion which repeat at regular interval of time, that is known as a periodic motion. For example, the pendulum of a clock, the heartbeat of a healthy person, and so many more. Next type is non-periodic motion, the motion which does not repeat at regular interval time, that is known as non-periodic motion. All natural calamities are the examples of the non-periodic motion because they repeat at irregular interval of time. We never know that when the earthquake comes, when volcanic eruption happen, and when landslide comes. So all these are examples of the non-periodic motion. So with this we have completed this chapter. I hope you have understood this chapter very well, and these exercises also. These exercises help you to solve your worksheets also. So thank you and see you in the next video.